Hello people, and welcome once again to our channel. Today we'll be looking at how to register a domain name and get web hosting in Nigeria. We'll be examining two web hosting companies, and if we have time we are going to look at the third one. Alright, so this is fully loaded and I urge you to stay from the beginning till the end. I am your instructor, Don John. So let's go into the tutorial. So in this tutorial you'll be looking at what is web hosting and domain name. I'll just briefly explain what it means. Then we'll look at three web hosting companies in Nigeria, the three that I have used over the years and I don't have any reason to complain. So I'm going to show you these three web hosting companies. Then we are going to look at signing up, how you can sign up with these companies, and then web hosting and domain name. Okay, this is simply how you are going to register for your web hosting and domain name and get to pay. And then after all of that, we are going to get into installing WordPress in the cPanel. Then your website will go live. So guys, this is a very fundamental course, because if you want to host your website, right, this is the process you need to go through. So just stick around and then you'll know how to get your website on the internet. Before we get started, I'll urge you to subscribe to this channel to get the latest videos on entrepreneurship, on skills, anything IT. You are going to get it here. How to monetize the internet, all of that tutorials I'm going to be dropping here at least 3 times in a week. Then I'd like you to join our communities. When you join our community, we become many, we become stronger, and together we grow faster. We have our Facebook group, which is Primer Business Network, and then we have the Facebook page Primer Tutor NG, and the Instagram account, and then the website. All these places are places anytime, any day. You are going to get information and you are going to know the next step to take in your entrepreneurial journey. Now let's get into the tutorial. So what is a domain name and web hosting? A domain name is your website's equivalent of a physical address. Okay, so what a physical address is in the physical world, the domain name is that same thing on the internet. You know, the internet, there are so many websites all over the place, so we need a unique name to identify us, so that all our information and everything, when it's requested, the packets will be sent straight to that name. Okay, so I'm making this as simple as possible. Don't want to start talking technical terms, so just bear in mind that a domain name is just a name that you bear on the internet that identifies you, that makes you who you are. Alright, then we have web hosting. Web hosting is a computer that stores all your information. You have information in the form of GIF images, you have information in the form of videos, like the video I'm producing now. After this, I'm going to host it on the internet. Okay, I'm going to put it on YouTube. Alright, so those things are what you are going to put on your web hosting, that's on your server. So you need to pay for that space on the internet. You need to pay for your name and you need to pay for that space, and when you pay, that is when they say you have a website. So let's go over to see the 3 web hosting companies in Nigeria that I think are good. Okay, you might be wondering why do I choose Nigerian web hosting companies? That's simple, because I want to encourage Nigerian entrepreneurs. The goal of our business is to grow Nigerian entrepreneurs, so it only makes sense for us to patronize these companies. Alright, so let's just see them. One of them is Domain King, the next one is Hugo Host, and the third one is Q Servers. These are names that I'm sure you might have heard before, because they are brand names when it comes to web hosting in Nigeria. I've been using the 3 of them. They are good, so I recommend you to use them as well. So I'll drop a link in the description section where you can use to access these companies, so that you can go through the process we want to go, and some of these links are referral links. Okay, so when you use those links, you get discounts. Some of them, not all. I think is it Hugo Host or Qstar. One of them will give you a discount. So that's also the advantage. They'll give you a discount because you use that link, but if you go directly, that discount does not apply. Alright, so let's get into the business. Okay guys, so this is my web browser. So we are going to be looking at one of them, which is Q server. So let me just type in here Q servers. Alright, so this is Q servers. I'll click on this. What we are going to do is we will just go through these Q servers because all of them are almost the same. So we'll just go through this one because of time, and then if you try the other ones, I'm sure they still the same thing. Okay, I've gone through all of them. The process is still the same. So these are all promos. I'll cancel all of that. Now what I usually like to do first is to get an account. It makes things easier for me. Okay, so I'll also advise you to do the same. So you get an account with them before you now order for the web hosting. So click on manage accounts. This is where you are supposed to sign in, but since we don't have the sign in details, okay, so we'll just get to sign up rather. So you come here and do register. Right, so this is the page. Now any of these websites, any of these web hosting companies that you want to sign up, the pages are usually the same, right? So you can choose from any of them, but I'll just do this one. You do the first name, you do the last name, you do the email address, and then you put in your phone number. Now all these things I have done. I have an account with them, I have a website, so I just need to take you through. I don't want to open another account with them. Okay, so this is quite easy. Just fill in the correct information and make sure you are correct your email address, because you get some mails from them, especially the one for you to verify your email address. Alright, so you come to the company name. Is optional, you can leave this, but if you also want to put in your company name, you can do it. Put in your street address, this is important. Put in the name of your city, put in your state, and put in your postcode. Now the postcode is, if you don't know the postcode of your city, simply go to Google, type in, let's say you're in Lagos. I know there's a place in Lagos called Aja. You can say Aja postcode, though I don't stay there. Alright, see, you have Lekki, Aja, don't know which one, but let me just select one. You can see here Aja postal code, Lagos City. So that's how you get your postcode, and you fill it here. As you can see, if any place you point to that is required, it will tell you please fill this page. See, it's required, but if you point to this one, it doesn't tell you that because it's not compulsory. So all these places are compulsory. Fill in this one. Nigeria is already selected for you. So tax label, you can also see this is optional. Then we now go down. How did you hear about us? This is a little survey that I'm putting in here. Select how you heard about them. Whether you want SMS alert, you can select the checkbox. Then you put in your GSM number in this format. See, international format only. So you put in your +234 before your number, something like this. Right, so you go ahead, put in your password. Your password needs to be a combination of uppercase, lowercase, numbers, special characters, and all of that. So just combine that and then get your password. Put your password in a safe place that you can remember. Come down here, select this checkbox. I'm not a robot. This is your email marketing. If you want to join, you can leave it on yes. If you don't want, you can toggle it off, get it to no. And then lastly, you select I have read and agreed to the terms. Then you come here and click on register. When you click on register, it's going to take you to your dashboard. So let me sign in because I already have my account, and let's begin from the dashboard. Okay guys, this is my dashboard, and I'll quickly take you through all the links that we have up here, though not all, but the ones that we are interested in. This is the home. If you click on this, right, that is exactly where we are. This is where you'll be getting all the information concerning that you have transacted with them. You'll also be seeing your details, like you can see the dashboard here. If you scroll up, you can see all these things. This is where you get all the information. Alright, so you move to the next one, services. This is where you can check the services you have with them, which is also the same thing here. And then you can also order new services. So you go to domain. This is where you can check to see if the name of the website you want to register is available, or if some other person is using it. This is where you get all your billing information with them. This is where you get technical support. If you want any support, you just raise a ticket here and fill in your problem. You can also see here open ticket, so it's basically the same thing. This is where you can chat with them, and this is affiliates. Okay, if you want to have an affiliate link where you can also get a link to refer people to them, so if you refer people to them and the people come here and subscribe to any of their services, you get a little commission. Okay, so those are the things that are important to us. So let's just get straight to it. I'll come to service, click on order new service. Alright, so you can see the services they have, quite a number of them. Right, but as a starter, I always like to take the smallest package, because by the time you are starting, you don't have traffic to your website, you don't have a whole lot of things, except you want to start with something like an e-commerce website or something that is really big. But if not, just start with this, right? But also, depending on what you want to start with, if it's e-commerce, if it's something that you need a whole lot of space, just go through. You can see here that you have 6,000 megabyte web space, you have 30,000 megabyte bandwidth, you have unlimited email accounts, you have unlimited MySQL, and you have 5 subdomains. So to me, this is okay for a starter. Alright, then maybe if you exhaust this, you can always upgrade, but I'll just start with this. So you click on order now. Alright, so now here you see register a new domain, and I told you already that domain is your unique name. So usually you see www. So you're going to put in your name depending on the name of your business or what you want to use. So let's say I'll call my company XYZ Alternate Inc. Okay, why I'm doing this, because I want this name to be available. I don't want something that is too common. So you just come up with your own name and then type in there. This is to check if it's available. Then you come here. This is where you have the extension. So .ng. This .ng is usually expensive. It's about 9 or 10,000 naira thereabout. But some of these companies do offer free domain. You can see down here, free domain registration applies to the following only: .com.ng, .net.ng, .org.ng. So all these things that end with .ng, you can have them for free. But you can see this one doesn't end with .something.ng, just ends with .ng, and this one is expensive. So I'll select this. I won't go for .com, I won't go for .net. I'll just look for the free one. Well, since it's just for practical purposes, okay, this is the .com.ng. If you put this one, they're not going to charge you any money. Alright, so you just end up paying the 9,000 at the end of the day. But let me choose .com so that they'll also add the money, and you see how it works. Right, so you have an option here: transfer your domain from another register. I will use existing domain. So if you have a domain already that you want to transfer, you can select here, or you can select here if you want to use an existing domain. But these two are advanced. Okay, so I'll just stay with the new one. So let's go and see if it's available. See, congratulations, this is available. How long do you want to register it for? 1 year is 10,000. You know, this 9,900. They just took out the 100 naira so that it won't show 10,000 as a figure. So you see other alternatives here. If you want more years or other alternatives, you can see their prices. Okay, so you can see .gov.ng is 10,000, .school.ng is 1,000. So you can see all the alternatives that they have, but I'll just go with this. This is the one I choose. I'll choose for 1 year, and that's gonna cost me 10,000. So I'll come down and hit continue. Okay guys, so this is it. This is the other summary. Okay, this is for the website. This is for the web hosting. This is for the web hosting that's saying monthly. That's if you want to be paying a monthly rate, you can select this. But if you want annually, you pay 9,000. You can see you even have a discount because that is for 10 months. Okay, so you have 2 months free if you pay annually. So I'll just choose one month, 1 year, and then this is it. I'm going to continue so that they will show me everything that I've selected. So guys, this thing is always the same. Now they want you to choose other things here which I don't need. I don't usually choose all these things. They're saying DNS management or this privacy protect. This simply means if you don't want your information, other people to have access to your information. Okay, I don't usually bother because I don't want to pay more as a new person. Maybe later I can come back and get to. Just click on continue. So this is your checkout summary. You can see starter pack. This is the web hosting. This is their own hosting now. It's 9,000. The domain name is 9,900. Now if you are choosing .com.ng, there won't be any amount here. Okay, so you just get to pay this 9k, but because we choose .com is a bit expensive, but you know it's a standard thing. So you have this subtotal and your VAT, everything amounts to this. So what you want to do now is to continue shopping, and you can see they've put out all your information there. Alright, so this is the point. If you have any promo code, you can put it here. But how this promo code works is if you don't come here through a link, hardly before this promo code will set in. Alright, it hardly sets in, so you need to follow a link. That link will bring you here, and then by the time you come, sometimes the promo code has already been applied, sometimes it is not applied. You just need to come and put it here. Alright, but in other cases you might have a promo code and it will still work. Okay, so you can come down here and see Rave. This you choose between any one of them, whether Rave or Paystack. Okay, this one debit or credit card, so you can go with that, and then you click on this, and then you click on checkout. Okay, so this is your receipt. Your receipt has been generated for you. You can see everything here. You can see the amount you have to pay to subscribe, and then you simply come to this receipt and click pay now. You can see the pop-up that wants for you to type in your card details. So you simply type in your card details here, and then put in the month, put in the CVV. CVV is usually at the back of your card. And guys, you don't have to worry, this thing is really secured. I've been doing this for over, let's say, 15 years. I've been doing online transactions for quite some time. I mean, I've never lost a dime. Now when you see this padlock sign, it means it is a secured website, and Paystack is a big company. Their security is intact, so don't have any issues with that. Just type this in, click on pay here. Since I don't want to pay, I'm not going to put in my details now, so but I'll just tell you what to do. Put in your details. It's going to take you to the next page where you will have to validate. Right, you will still have to click on another link. okay, so that you can get your OTP. You just see a link there that will now take you to your bank, and then an OTP will be sent to your phone. OTP means one-time password. For some of you that have a hardware token, you can select the option of using the hardware token. If your bank has that option, then you can use your hardware token and just generate the password there. That's the 6-digit password, or whatever number it is, and put it inside. But for the regular people, you just choose the soft token, and that will send the token to your phone. And when it sends to your phone, you see a place there to input your token. That's in the next page, and then you put in your token and click pay. Now when you click, please don't touch anything, just leave it the way it is. Leave it the way it is and let it just pay by itself, and after everything is going to tell you it's successful, and will return you back to here to bring you back to this screen where this will now change and show paid, and that will be it. Okay, with that you have paid for your domain name and for your web host. Next thing we are going to do now is to go to our cPanel and install WordPress. If you did everything correctly like I told you to do, then you must have received an email in your inbox. Okay, the email will contain your username and your password for the cPanel. You need to keep that very safe and secured, because that's what you'll be using to log into your control panel. So how do you access your control panel? You simply type in the name of your website.com. Remember what you chose, the name that reflected your company or whatsoever you wanted to use. When you type in the name.com, you put here /. Okay, you put here /cpanel. Okay, when you do that, you hit enter. This is how you access the cPanel. So it's going to redirect you here. Okay, you can see cPanel is connecting. You can simply just click on here to bring you faster. So this way you're going to input your username and your password. That will come from the Q servers, from the email that Q servers have just sent to you. See that details there. So just check your email, get the username and password and input it here. I'm going to input my own and log in, and then I'll see you on the dashboard. So I'm in the cPanel now, and this is the control panel. This is where you use to control your website. So this way we are going to install WordPress. And what you want to be looking for here is a software called Softaculous. Not every cPanel will look alike, so I don't know if your own looks like my own, and look for it. Okay, this is it. I can see Softaculous app installer. So you want to look for this name, Softaculous. I don't know where yours will be, but you need to find it, go through it gradually, and you see this is where you see WordPress. So that's where you come and click on WordPress. Okay, you can see WordPress wants to install. So you can see this button, install now. You can go ahead and read all these things, but I don't really want to waste your time there. So here you see this HTTPS. Yours might be HTTP if it is a new website. Okay, don't worry about it. If it's HTTP, don't worry, just let it be there. You're gonna change it later inside of WordPress. So this will be your domain name and the extension. So just leave that the way it is, don't worry yourself. So here you can choose the version you want to install, but mine, this is the latest version. Alright, so just select the latest version, 6.11. so you go down, you can change all of this, doesn't really matter. I'm not going to change it because I can still change it inside of WordPress. Okay, but if you want, you can change your site name and put the site name there, change the site description, doesn't really matter. So the important thing is this, the admin account, where you have the admin username and the admin password. So this is very, very important. So you can choose your username. Okay, you can choose any username you want here, and then you choose the password. In my own case, I'm going to generate. You can click on this key to generate a strong password for you. just like that. You can see it is generating a strong password for me now. Alright, so you also take the admin email. I would like to change this email from admin because this email does not exist right now, so I'll put in an email that exists here. I have put in my own email here, and that's a very important thing. Please take note of it. Take note of the admin username, take note of the password, and take note of the email that you are using. Those are the very important three things. So you just scroll up, can select the language. This is English. Manage plugins. Don't bother yourself about all of this, just scroll down. Advanced options, don't bother yourself. Now this is a theme, telling you to select the theme. All this doesn't really matter. All this you can take care of them when you are inside of WordPress. So you are done with that. You simply come here and click on install. When you click on install, it's going to start installing WordPress. You don't need to do anything more than that, and at the end of the day it's going to tell you successful. When it tells you successful, all what you need to do is to open a new browser, type in the name, that is the name of your own website. This time you are not doing /cpanel, you are doing /wp-admin. No, that is WordPress admin, so it's wp-admin, and then you hit enter. So this is going to take you to where you are going to log in, and remember I told you you should be careful with the username. So you put in your username here, put in the password here, that is the admin username, the admin password, and then you click on login. Alright guys, when you log in, it's going to take you to your WordPress dashboard. Sorry I couldn't really show you all these things because this is an existing installation. Okay, just thought I should do this, but if you follow me closely you are going to get all these things. So okay guys, that has been it for today. If you did get any value whatsoever, kindly subscribe to this channel, and also remember to use the link in the description section to purchase your domain name and web hosting. Thank you. I'll see you in the next tutorial.